Hello and welcome to Multiverse Tarot. Happy New Year, Leo. Hope you enjoyed your holidays and you are all ready for the new year. This is the January 2018 Leo horoscope and tarot card reading. This is good for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This month I will be doing a slightly different format and there will be more tarot cards pulled. Thank you to all my new subscribers. There is some really great stuff coming in the new year. And some of you have asked, I am using the Rider-Waite deck of tarot. Okay, so what does the new year have in store? January 1st, there is a full moon happening in Cancer in your 12th house. 12th house is all about the metaphysical mysteries, hidden agendas. Okay, first off, you need to know that there is nothing wrong with you. You just need some alone time right now. Don't feel bad. You have been super busy and accomplished a lot in the past few months. This is perfectly normal and needed to gain balance again. Surrender to this need to be alone to get balance that you will definitely need. The 12th house is all about the metaphysical, hidden agendas, and completion. For some of you, look for your relationship with your mother to get more complex and unusual at this time. This could go all the way to the extreme of you having a dream connection to your mother if she's already passed. Or you may actually be contacting a medium. And the medium is, you might not even be going to the medium to connect to your mother per se, but she's going to come through. You may be going to see a medium to find out about something else, and your mother or your grandmother are going to come through and talk to you. Whether it's a dream or through an occult means, look for it to bring a blissful womb-like experience. But don't stop. Even though this connection to ancestors might make you get emotional because there is a breakthrough for you right around the corner. Issues will become apparent and obvious, and they originate from deep within. My only caution with this energy is to watch out for the hidden agendas of other people. You may be too emotional to realize it, but listen to your dreams at this time. All right, so let's pull a card for the full moon in Cancer for Leo in the 12th house. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. It's very important for you to stay grounded and connected with who you are, and it could get a little lost. There's definitely a spiritual connection coming through here. Whether you're going to be connecting to an ancestor through occult means or not, there is a message coming through from your ancestors, and it just simply may come through in your dreams. This is connected to some sort of spiritual practice that was handed down through your family, something that you're going to find a great deal of interest in. That's pretty interesting right there. Okay, then January 12th, Mercury is on the move. After being retrograde last month, this energy will be much lighter. It is moving forward in your 6th house of health, schedules, and responsibility. Look for this to bring a new attunement with the body, with your body. Why do I have this pain in my neck? You're going to realize that you've been sitting wrong. This ache in the knees because you do something else repetitively, or something that you're going to need to address and take care of. This is an energy where you will be tuning into your body. Do you need more focus on diet or an exercise plan? It's not about working out harder. It's about being smarter in the way you do things. Do what is needed to renew your body now. For some of you, this could come in as an energy where information about the environment is available through the barometer of the body if we only learn how to read the instrument. So there could be some sort of extrasensory perceptions that your body is perceiving from the environment with this alignment. Mercury in the 6th is also going to make you and see you become super busy. So much activity. This could be tasks at home or at work. Some of it is rote work and responsibilities, more laundry, more dishes, that kind of a thing. Floors to clean. Just check, because with Mercury in the 6th, use the old adage, mind over matter, to see remarkable changes in your body by positive mental images. Also, just watch out for health problems that may be connected to nerves or excessive worrying or too much work and not enough rest. Okay, now let's pull a card for Mercury joining into the 6th house for Leo. And great card. We have the Ace of Pentacle card. It doesn't matter. Give you another floor to clean, give you another task at work. You are ready and set to master anything that's set before you. You are going to be a whirlwind of energy, moving from place to place, from bit to bit, from home to work, accomplishing everything in sight. And the only thing is, you're not really going to enjoy it if somebody's looking over your shoulder. You're going to want to be able to work autonomously. Hey, just let me go. I can do this. Really good energy there. Okay, so January 16th, 2018, add one more celestial body to your 6th house. The new moon is happening in your 6th house as well, joining all these other bodies already there. Pluto, Saturn, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and now the moon too. This is bringing a spotlight to a new aspect of the energy we were just discussing. This theme is here to stay for at least 2.5 years for you. The Sun, Venus, Mercury, and the Moon will be moving on soon, but Pluto and Saturn are here to stay for a while. The new moon in the 6th house brings comfort and security in attending to daily routines and administering to the needs of the body. So this is building an energy from January 12th to this new aspect of knowing what to do and being in touch, very in touch with your body and knowing what it needs. So please go ahead and stop and enjoy the simple things at this time as well, because stopping to make your morning coffee, shopping for food, having a nice bubble bath each evening, it will give you a feeling of continuity and well-being. Now let's pull a card for the new moon in the 6th house for Leo. And we have the King of Cups here. Okay, I would say over the past year that there have been some things that you have been shirking your responsibilities, but now it's time to pay the piper. Actually, this sort of came up, you probably have been feeling it since the end of December, okay? There is a really good energy here to accomplish anything that's been packed up and stacked up on your to-do list, because you actually have the money, you have the time, you have the means, and you have the energy to finally move forward and complete some of these projects. You are going to be a whirlwind, and everything that you're going to be able to accomplish this month, look out, everybody. Leos are on the rampage. Okay. January 18th, Venus moves into your 7th house of relationships and business deals. Venus is bringing beauty and very likely romance along with her. Look to see all of your relationships on an upswing at this time, whether it is a love connection or a business partner. If you are single, look for possibly a new lover at this time, but it could just as easily be a new business partner. Just be aware that however rosy it starts out, no partner can always live up to the expectations which Venus in the 7th might place upon them. This is true if you are coupled or married. Even though things will generally be good, you might always see your partner as falling short with this energy around. It can't always be all hearts and flowers, and Venus in the 7th will have to learn to accept hard work entailed as well. But despite this, Venus is bringing peace and harmony to all of your relationships. If you are single, be careful to not be too desperate, because this energy can turn negative and into a perpetual search for Mr. Right kind of energy. Okay, Now let's pull a card for Venus moving into the 7th house of relationships for Leo. Okay, so we have the 6 of Sword card. This is telling me that there are some relationships that you are ready to walk away from and move away from because they are no longer serving you or giving you the things that you need in life. The 6 of Swords is telling us that maybe you're moving away from one thing and toward this new lover. Either way, I think that it's time for you to take a look at your relationships. Maybe there are some relationships you're still pouring some energy into, but that relationship is not serving you anymore. That person is only taking from you and they're not giving back to you in any way. So that's what this is indicating for me here, that all these relationships that come up in the 7th house, there might be some you're ready and willing to walk away because this relationship isn't quite serving you the way that it did when it first came to you. All right, so we're going to add one more energy to that. On January 21st, the Sun is moving into the 7th house of relationships and joining Venus. Venus and the Sun, what wonderful energy they are conjuring up here. This is very much the same energy we were discussing about Venus in the previous alignment. You meet someone on the 18th. Now the romance is blossoming here on the 21st. Or you and your partner or your spouse have been being romantic, but now you go away for a romantic weekend with this energy, building upon it. Now, this is not just candles at home, it's candles in a motel room. But the Sun in your 7th, look to be completely involved with people at this time. Whether you're meeting someone for conversations, for drinks, you have a business partner to discuss things with, whether it's a coworker from the office, look for all of your relationships to come forward and demand some time right now. Okay, so let's see what goes with this 6 of Swords. We are now going to pull a card for the Sun in the 7th house for Leo. Okay, so we've got the 6 of Wands. So this is the Sun, and this is Venus. So you got 2 6 energies going on here, and they're both in your 7th house. There is cause for celebration. This could be the right match that you've been looking for in order to move forward and head for the altar. There's a lot of marriage energy revolving around this Sun and Venus coming together. But it's definitely a time for you to celebrate and to see that you do have some valuable relationships. Maybe there was a relationship you were ready to walk away from, but you have it out with that friend and you talk about the things that you don't like about them, and this is the result and the outcome. So when you get to the 18th, if there are any friendships you're going, I don't know why I'm friends with Robbie anymore, like what is he? All right, you know what? Call up Robbie and go out for a drink, see if he really is someone you're ready to scratch off the list, or simply like hit him up on Facebook. Then you're going to know. And it's whatever the outcome is, it's cause for celebration because now you don't have that dead weight hanging around anymore, or you've worked out your issues and the friendship is there and as strong as it ever was because what you were seeing was somewhat of an illusion. Okay. January 27th, Mars moves into the 5th house of self-expression, romance, and fun and play. In life, love and creativity, it's not good enough to just do something. It must be done dramatically and with all the heart. This is what's going on in the 5th house here, okay? For some of you, this is going to come out as your love for a sport or a musical instrument, and you're going to spend all your time on this sport, or you just need to like rehearse and practice on that instrument. There's going to be a love and attention to something going on connected to these type of extracurricular activities. Maybe you're attending or even starring in some kind of local theater. Mars in the 5th will also bring a nice deep connection to children. Maybe you'll be coaching or mentoring them, or it might be your desire to actually produce a family becomes very strong at this time. Please make sure that you're looking at all the aspects of it, because there's also a sense that you, with Mars in the 5th, that something looks a little better than it is. You know, But if it comes through, I think it's time to like look at that and address it and go for it. Okay, now let's pull a card for Mars in the 5th for Leo. Okay, we have some aces going on again. We have the Ace of Cup card. This is a super great energy. You are really going to be able to like pull out and get something from this. The romance that comes in on the 18th and begins to blossom a little more on the 21st. Here on the 27th, you could end up in Switzerland with them, and you're playing. It's all about celebrating life and connecting to life. And the Sun and Venus alignment is going on right beside this Mars alignment. But Mars in the 5th house is nothing. You are at play. This is if you're kids in the sandbox, you are going to end up, you are the bully though, all right? And even no matter how beautiful your sandcastle is, someone could end up throwing sand in your face because your sandcastle is better than theirs. So there could be levels of jealousy that are going to come from other people around you. So maybe don't be quite so showy. Mars in the 5th, you're not going to even think about that. You're going to want to be as showy as you can. All right. January 31st, there is a lunar eclipse happening in Leo, in your 1st house, dear Leo, in the house of leadership, fresh starts, and appearance. The eclipse is focusing the reflected light at you and energize the reflected sunlight at you and energizing the emotional and instinctive parts of yourself. You will be super touchy about any comments about your appearance, okay? But this energy is going to bring you a kind of childlike openness, a receptivity, a sensitivity. Man, you really get things, and you might even actually be thinking kind of a little more deeply, but it's all about you and your identity and who you are, okay? Who are you? Stop and take a deep breath and ask this question. And what do you want to change? And then look at some practical steps. Otherwise, you're going to be getting emotional about things that you want to change and you don't even know where to begin. Make a list and start to see the practical steps you can take toward actually rebooting your life. Do you need to reboot your wardrobe? Do you need to reboot your haircut? Do you need to reboot some makeup and who knows? I mean, I'm not, I don't know the answer to that, okay? Whatever it is, this eclipse in the 1st house, it's an eclipse. This isn't just the full moon happening here, okay? This is a very, very strong energy. It's going to make you judge your own appearance, okay? All right. Now let's just pull a card for this lunar eclipse in Leo in the 1st house. Okay, so we got the 9 of Cups card. There is no discussing or questioning whether one has enough in life or has the objects that they require in order to do the things that they want to do. That's not in question here. The question is, are you doing and picking the right things? Who are you if you're a person who does the things that you currently do? Does that define you in a way that you don't like anymore? Because that isn't who you are anymore. Look to see an identity crisis going on here about trying to decide, I'm not someone who paints, I'm someone who plays the clarinet, and suddenly, at 45 years old, you're going to begin to learn how to play the clarinet. It's a beautiful energy. Go with the flow. If something deeply inside is telling you or moving you in some direction, go with it because it's happening for a reason. Okay, now let's pull a card for your health and your energy for January. For Leo, your health and your energy. You are in a really good place. You're taking care, you're handling all those routines and everything that's coming at you. Your friends are demanding your time and you're like, sure, let's go and have some tea for brunch. And, let's meet for high tea time, or I'll meet you Sunday for brunch. You're really ready to make those connections and make those dinner dates and get out there. There may be some things that you put off because of the busy holiday time. You are ready to leave your house. You are ready to put on that new fancy dress. You're ready to go out. meet up with anybody. And this also could actually be within a business arena as well. Like to have some business meetings happening this month. But your health and your energy is looking really good for the month. Okay, now we're on to the career and the money. Okay, so a lot of sixes going on, and here we have the Six of Pentacle cards. Okay. The things that you do for work are going to stay in somewhat of a status quo. Like they're going to continue whatever they were in the past 3 to 4 months. This month shouldn't be that different until you begin to question more about your identity, about defining who you are as a person and what it is that you really want to give out to the world. And maybe you realize that the thing that you are giving out to the world is not acceptable to you. That isn't what you want to be known for giving out to the world. So you're looking deeper at how your work and your career actually connect to the bigger picture. And is it helping or hurting the community around you? Is it helping or hurting the state around you? Is it helping or hurting the whole entire country around you and also the world around you? You're looking at things on multiple levels here. And it's not about you. Your career and your money is not about you right now. It's about what you do and how it plugs into the bigger picture at this time. Okay, now we're going to pull a card for family, love, and social. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. Lots of cups going on. Okay. This is you meeting up on the one-on-one relationships, business partners, friendships, co-workers, that new lover, the rekindling with your current spouse or partner, going away with them, or having some sort of specially planned romantic evening with them. Look for this to be a very big portion of your month. Now we're going to pull a card for mind and your spirit. Your mind and your spirit. Gotta cut them again. Mind and spirit for Leo. Okay. There's not going to be a lot of time for higher thinking, although it will come in at the edges. You will be thinking deeply about each moment that you're spending with your friends and you're interacting, going out on the town, meeting with your business partners. You are there thoroughly taking in the world around you and trying to see how it is that you plug into the world. But ultimately, you're going to be a little too busy this month to really be delving more into your higher mind. But there could be some spiritual practice that's going to come forward. But you won't be making a lot of moves in regards to it other than studying and contemplating this religious connection, which could be connected to your family. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me this month, Leo. Go ahead, subscribe, like, share the video. I'm going to put the all 12 for January up here in the corner. You want to watch your moon or your rising sign. And also, some of you have asked me about private readings. I am setting up something for that very soon. And in the meantime, enjoy these free videos. And I'll see you next month, Leo.
Amish Buddha Film World.